So for my senior shadow, I actually down and shadowed at the Mondak Animal Rescue. It's right across from Spring Lake Park. It's their brand new facility, and the name of my mentor was Tamara Rooks. She is the manager there, and she does so much for the shelter. It was crazy, and it was really good to actually see how much work she really has to put in. Like, she's so much more than just the manager. She will do any task at any time that she needs to do, and she made it her main message that like no one there is above anyone, and they all are there for the same goal to help out the animals, and no one's put above anyone, and they're just like one big family there. And I thought that was a really good message that she had, because she said she never likes to introduce herself as the manager, even though it is her role, because she likes everyone there to have an equal position and everyone to be treated the same. So I started my job shadow right away at 8:30 in the morning, and I stayed until 2 p.m. And so from 8:30, that's when we were cleaning kennels, we were walking the animals and getting them all ready so they could go out on the adoption floor, and it actually opens up to the community at 1 o'clock. So it was really cool to see the behind the scenes of what they do before they actually open up to the community at 1, and then I got to see an hour and a half of people actually coming in and either bringing in animals they found or trying to adopt animals. So I thought that was really cool that I got to see both. I was interested in going to the animal shelter because I've always had an interest in becoming a vet tech. I wrote my career paper on a school psychologist, which is still a goal of mine, but in the back of my head I've always thought I really want to be a vet tech, I really want to do something with animals. So I thought it would be a really good opportunity to do my job shadow there to see if it's actually something I'd want to pursue. So I thought the shelter over the vet clinic would be a better area for me, just because I wanted to see if this is something that I would like, and I ended up really liking the experience. So I do have a decision to make, but I really did like this experience. So her duties there literally consist of everything. She goes there right away in the morning, she cleans out all the kennels, she makes sure everything is sanitized, everything's sterile, there's no cross-contamination. They have a boarding side where they keep people's animals, and then they have another side where it's their rescue animals, and they keep them completely separate, always making sure there's no cross-contaminating, making sure everything is super clean. A big part of the job there at the Animal Rescue Center is making sure everything is super clean all the time. They're always cleaning, always making sure everything is sanitized, everything is super clean. And so she'll do that all morning. She spends cleaning kennels, walking animals, feeding the animals, and she is actually the manager of the building there. So she's making sure that everyone's on top of what they're doing. She's making sure all the animals are taken care of. She's making sure that it is ready for 1 p.m. when it's open up to the community, making sure everything's clean, everything's ready, all the animals are ready. And she does just about everything you can think of there, which I think is super awesome. So 3 activities that I observed and participated in were right away at 8:30 when I got there. We took all the dogs outside, took them for a walk, and then we sanitized and bleached and made sure we cleaned all their kennels and that they were super sterilized, clean, and ready to go. And we brought them back in after we'd cleaned them, made sure they had food and water, and then we moved on to the cats that they had. We did the same process for them, cleaned out their litter box, fed them, made sure their areas that they were all in were cleaned and sanitized. And then 2 of the other girls that were shadowing, there was 4 of us there, they were on the other side where they had the boarding dogs, which are people's animals that they leave there overnight, and they did that side, sterilized it, made sure everything was clean, and they didn't want to mix us because they'd never want to cross-contaminate there. And that was a super big message, is to always keep things separate, so they're separate people on separate sides that should never mix while they're cleaning, because they don't want to cross-contaminate anything, which I think was super important. So the educational training for this job, you could do a pre-vet program, or you can just get a college degree to open your own shelter, become a manager of a shelter, just any college degree. And this is just a like volunteer based thing, so this is out of the kindness of your heart. It's something you want to do, and eventually if you make it up to becoming a manager, that is a really great career, and you can make a really great living by that, and I think it's a really rewarding career as well. So legally, Tamara wasn't able to tell us what she actually makes for her wages, but she was able to tell us what she starts people who start working there at, and they are started at $12 per hour. And at her discretion, she can raise their hourly amount, and she has the power to do that. But she did tell us that it is a very well-paying job and that it's a good career for her to have. So two post-secondary institutions I could offer training in this field would be the University of North Dakota, where I'm attending. They have a pre-vet program, or NDSU also has a great veterinary program as well that could help you jumpstart this career. So after doing this job shadow, would I pursue a career in this field? And I'm not for sure if I would pursue a career because I did do my APA career research paper on a school psychologist, which has always been a dream of mine. But after seeing this, I think that I would definitely love to volunteer at an animal shelter. If not become a manager. I still have a decision to make because I really did love it there, but volunteering would definitely be a first step for me, so I'd definitely consider it. I actually did not have a least favorite part of this shadow. I thought the whole day was so much fun, getting to see the behind the scenes and actually playing with all the animals, walking them, feeding them. I thought that was so much fun. But I think the most surprising thing was how much they actually do there. I think people take for granted how much they actually do, and they are doing so much. They have people coming in all the time with animals, and they always try to find placements for them. They're always caring for the animals that they have there all the time, making sure that they have all the proper things that they need. And they are doing so much out of the kindness of their hearts, and there are even volunteers there that do so much. And so I thought that really surprised me more than anything else. So lastly, my mentor Tamara made sure that in my video she wanted me to add two really important things that she stressed to me, and she told me to make sure to put them in here, so I'm doing it for her. She said to always make sure that you're spaying and neutering your animals. If you can, spay and neuter them. They also offer half-price spaying and neutering days there that they fundraise for, and they actually donate the money to do that. So half-price spay and neuter days, anything like that, always make sure to spay and neuter your animals. It is super important, and it'll help them out a lot there because they are having so many animals come in every day, and there's just not enough room for them. Even though it's a huge new beautiful facility, there is just a massive amount coming in. So always spay and neuter your animals, and always make sure to get the distemper parvo vaccine for your dogs to prevent them from ever getting parvo, which is a disease that's super harmful to dogs. So always make sure that they get that vaccination. I made sure to add that just for her, and I think it's important too. So thanks for watching, and I thought this senior shadow was super fun, and I hope the seniors next year really enjoy it.